Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending our session today. We are joining you from the Registrar's office, and I'll be giving you a brief introduction for myself and my colleagues.
Hello, my name is Amelia Torres. Welcome and thank you for attending our session today. We are joining you from the Registrar's office. And like I said, my name is Amelia Torres, and I am an academic evaluation specialist here at Cal State Channel Islands. And we also have here Rocio Suarez, who is also an academic evaluation specialist, along with Maisie Wary and Melissa Silva, who is our associate registrar. So our goal here today is to help you understand the transfer credit evaluation process within the registrar's office. We also want you to get familiar with some of the terms that we use in evaluations. We'll take a more detailed look at your transfer credit tools like the transfer credit report, and also provide you with guidance on how to navigate prerequisites and resolve potential prerequisite issues during your registration cycle at Cal State Channel Islands. As new transfer students enrolling in your first semester at Channel Islands, you will be likely to enroll in classes that have prerequisites. You may have completed coursework to meet these requirements at your previous school. Receiving your transcripts and getting your transfer credit posted helps with having a smooth enrollment experience for your first term. Most of you will have an evaluation completed already. However, if that hasn't happened yet, don't panic. If you haven't had a full evaluation by your orientation session, we will be doing a quick review of your coursework to post prerequisite courses and any lower division major courses. We will take steps to help you have a smooth enrollment experience, and our team will be assisting academic advisors if issues arise during orientation. So what does it mean to get an evaluation of your transfer credit? What happens? The registrar office evaluators will review your transfer credit in detail and make any possible updates. They are looking for coursework that can be given any GE credit, count for a CI specific graduation requirement, or meet a requirement in your declared major or minor. Any transferable coursework will be applied as elective credit. To put this process in a bit more of context for you, I want to highlight some of the common terms you will hear regarding transfer credit and the evaluation process. Shortly after receiving your transcript, your coursework is loaded into our system and preliminary posted. This means if you were to log into your student center, you will see your transfer credit, but it may still look off. If you run your CAR report, which Maisie will go over in a bit, you will see this notice. Keep in mind that your transfer credit evaluation is considered unofficial until an evaluator in the registrar's office has reviewed everything. Sometimes there can be confusion regarding credit not transferring over. As a student, you may expect certain credit for a course you took, but you do not see that reflected yet. That doesn't necessarily mean the course won't transfer. What we mean by the term transferable is simply that a course is baccalaureate level, meaning it is not remedial, and it is not considered a repeat or something you have already taken. You'll also hear the term articulated a lot. Articulation essentially boils down to the registrar office's ability to grant credit for specific Channel Islands coursework without requiring any additional approval. The registrar works with other areas on campus to ensure we are able to grant as much credit as we can to students upfront. Staff are constantly working to improve available articulations, but it is an ongoing process, so there may be times we will need you to do some additional steps to get your credit approved. If something you took cannot be applied to a specific area, but is still eligible to transfer, we will designate it as an elective credit. A great resource that you can use to check on general education articulations and transferability is Assist. You can go to assist.org and enter your transfer institution and academic year you took the course. You can then see if it meets a specific CI course, a GE area, or is simply transferable, such as an elective credit. Once an official evaluation has been completed by the registrar's office, you will be notified via email. This message will also appear in your CAR, replacing the previous preliminary notification. If after being notified of the completion of your final evaluation, you will see something that doesn't look right or believe you should have received credit that isn't showing, please let us know. An easy place to find all three, the transfer credit report, the CAR, and the course history, is under the academics tab in CI records. Each one can also be selected in the drop-down menu in the Student Center, which can be found in the upper left-hand section. In your transfer credit report, you will see the total units you have transferred to Channel Islands, including any test credit. Please be aware that there is a 70 unit maximum for community college work. So if you have more, you will see an adjustment amount. However, the 70 unit limit does not mean the rest of your units have not transferred. They could still meet any content requirements, including general education, major or minor, or other graduation requirements. The limit only applies towards the overall 120 units required for graduation. There is no maximum for four-year institutions such as another CSU or out-of-state four-year university or test credit. Scrolling down on the transfer credit report, you will be able to view the course-to-course detail. The left-hand column will list the institution name, the term you took the course number, course name, units, and grade. On the right-hand side, you will see the credit given at CI. Again, these could be either 1, a direct course articulation, 2, GE designation, 3, general elective credit. All courses in the right-hand column will show you your admit term as well as the term posted. To verify which term you took a course in, make sure you are looking at the left column. And now I believe Maisie will be taking over.
I will. Hi, everyone. My name is Maisie Wary. I'm also an academic evaluation specialist. Melissa and Rocio are monitoring the chat. So if you have any questions that come up at all during this, you can type them in. We can help you out. But I'm going to go over the CAR as well as some prerequisite question and course substitutions. So with the CAR, back in your academics tab, you can choose to view your advisement report, which we refer to as the CAR, which is the CI academic requirements report. At the top of your CAR is where you can view the notices we discussed earlier. So if you had a full transfer credit evaluation, you will see it at the top of your CAR. If you have not received a full transfer credit evaluation, it'll let you know that only a preliminary evaluation of your transfer credit has been completed. So your CAR outlines all the requirements you need to take at CI in order to graduate, including GE, graduation requirements, and major requirements. So as you scroll through the CAR, you will see either a green circle, a red box, or a yellow diamond. So a green circle means that the requirement has been met. A yellow diamond means that the requirement is in progress. And anything with the red square means that you are missing that requirement and you still need to take the course. However, please remember your CAR is only complete and accurate once you have received that final evaluation. So that note on top, when it says you have completed transfer credit evaluation, that is when it is all complete and reviewed. The CAR starts with general education, and as you scroll through, it will show other graduation requirements such as upper division GE, American institutions, and the language and multicultural requirement. And after all of that, you will get to your major requirements or minor requirements, starting with lower division and then upper division requirements. Now, the third place you can review your coursework is in the course history page. This includes transfer coursework as well as courses taken at CI, including any you are currently enrolled in. This is a good place to check to make sure you are not repeating anything you have already received credit for. You'll also be able to view whether a course is meeting the language or multicultural requirements by viewing the course designator, which is that little yellow box up there. Again, this is something that will be added during your manual evaluation, so do not panic if your course is not meeting the language requirement in your CAR yet. As long as it is a college level language course met with a C or better, the course will meet the requirement. If you're unsure whether a course meets the multicultural requirement or not, ask us or send us an email. Multicultural is usually any course such as ethnic studies, Chicano studies, or with a social justice component. When you look at your CAR or transfer credit report, there are some of the things you may see might be missing right now. Again, for now, you should primarily focus on having the prerequisites needed to enroll in your courses. Everything else will be added during your evaluations. This includes those language, multicultural designators, or any of your transfer course that were not placed correctly by our automatic system. Sometimes the automated system brings a course over and only gives it lower division credit or GE credit, or it may even show as rejected, even though ASSIST lists it as transferable. This is something we will update manually. We will go through and check on any missing articulations for your prerequisites. Again, if it is on ASSIST, we will honor it, and it just needs to be updated and or evaluated. Once your appointment time begins, you may start validating your courses through your shopping cart validation in CI records. In CI records, you will add courses to your shopping cart and select the validate option. Please make sure the box next to the course you wish to validate is checked. And this is just another way to check for prerequisites. After you have clicked through the validating your courses, you will either see a green check mark or a red X. If you see a green check mark, this means that you are okay to add your courses, so you can then leave them in your shopping cart for when your enrollment appointment actually starts. If there is a red X, it means there may be a prerequisite error. You will see a short description of what the error is, so please make sure you read the description carefully. In this example, Psychology 300, there's a prerequisite error regarding Psychology 202 and upper division standing or consent of the instructor. This means that both Psychology 202 and upper division standing needs to be satisfied in order to enroll in the course. If you do not meet both of these prerequisites, you will need instructor consent, which means you need to contact the instructor for permission to add the course. Some common prerequisite errors are listed on the side right here. So specific prerequisite required. This means the system looks for the specific prerequisite course that is shown in the catalog, even if you have taken a different course that may be similar or higher level. Department or instructor consent, you will need to contact the instructor in order to add the course, or you might see reserved capacity. This means that the department has chosen to reserve seating for specific majors or programs. We recommend you find an alternative course to fit your schedule. You can always contact academic advising for assistance with course selection. Additionally, you may contact the program for more information or to check when those seats may become available. Another way to check for prerequisite is to go to your transfer credit report or course history to make sure you have received the direct course articulation needed to meet the prerequisite. Again, assist.org is one of the sites we use when evaluating your transfer credit. So we recommend that you check this site for possible course articulations. If you see an existing articulation in ASSIST, but it is not in your transfer credit report, please reach out to us. If you do not see an articulation or you attended an out-of-state or private school, but the course descriptions are the same or similar to the CI course, please send us an email with your student ID, the transfer course information, course description, and the CI course information, so we can review for a possible course equivalency. Lastly, if we can't determine a course equivalency, you may be advised to pursue a course substitution. A course substitution is typically for a course that is not articulated and the course descriptions are not the same, but you feel the course is similar enough that it should satisfy the prerequisite. So to begin the course substitution process, you will need to contact your faculty advisor, also referred to as a major advisor or a program advisor. You can find the faculty advisor schedule by searching faculty advisor in the search box form on the homepage. The first link that comes up will take you to the webpage where you can access the faculty advisor schedule. There you will find a list of all the majors and the respective faculty advisors with their contact information. You'll need to have documentation that can support your substitution request, such as course description or syllabus, and send that to your faculty advisor so they can review your request. If your advisor approves, they will send an electronic course substitution on your behalf. It will then take our office about 1 to 2 weeks from the time we receive the request to process it. And once we process the course substitution, you and your faculty advisor will receive an email notification after your course substitution is approved and processed. You can resume registering for the course you need. I'm almost done. I need to take a drink of water. But lastly, we have our contact information. If you have any additional questions about transfer credit and the evaluation process, our phone hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our front counter is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We are located in the enrollment center, so Sage Hall. You can email us at registrar@csuci.edu. We also have an Evaluator Express chat on Zoom every Tuesday, Wednesday at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. If you have like a quick question, like we were talking about prerequisite questions, you can pop in for 10 minutes and ask a question, and you can always go to our site if you have any further questions as well. But that is our quick presentation regarding the transfer credit evaluation process and the CAR and transfer credit report. You'll of course receive more information when you attend orientation and come in to campus. But right now we just want to open up for any additional questions. You can feel free to ask via chat, or you can turn on your mic. We'll do our best to answer your questions. And also this presentation will be available to you after the session. So if you have any questions, not all at once.
Is it, sorry.
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
At the transfer orientation, is that when we'll have at that individual time where somebody will look over everything and verify that everything is correct?
So you'll receive a notification when your transfer credit evaluation has been completed.
Okay.
If you reach the deadline of October 14th, your evaluation of submitting your transcripts, your evaluation will be completed by the 18th of this month, I believe it has. I believe orientation is in December, right?
Yeah, I think it's like December 1st or something.
I think from what we've seen, I think most of y'all have met the deadline. So I believe most of y'all should be completely evaluated prior to orientation. Correct me if I'm wrong, Melissa or Emilio. But yeah, you should mostly be fully evaluated prior to orientation. So all the course articulations and what you see on your CAR and transfer credit report should be all accurate. So when you go into orientation, you will meet with the faculty advisor and your program chair and advisors as well. And you can kind of see what classes that you need to take, and you'll get assistance in enrolling in your classes. But yes, I hope that answers your question.
For the orientation, is it first come, first serve, or how would that work out?
Like for registering for orientation?
Yeah.
I believe when you register, I think it's based on your program, and you get specific based on your major program is when you come in. Melissa?
Yeah, orientation is based on your program, and you can always contact New Student Orientation to find out when the dates are, but you should have registered through New Student Orientation. And Rocio just linked that in the chat. So please reference that page, and their contact information is also on there. So please contact their office if you have not yet registered for orientation, or you don't know when your date is.
One question. So when do classes usually fill up?
It depends. I mean, it depends on your major and the course. I know there's like specific prerequisite classes that can fill up, but we don't have.
Can I ask one more thing? So usually in December, I mean, spring starts pretty soon after that. So my orientation is in December. I'm just wondering if, if like it starts to become pretty late for registering for classes?
No, you should, I mean, like when we do these orientation sessions, there will be availability for courses. Of course, like continuing students have an earlier registration date, but that just means when you have your next semester, you'll have an earlier registration date. Yeah, there should be course availability. And if you don't get a class this semester, it's not the end of the world. Y'all will be okay. You can always take it next semester, or you can always talk with an academic advisor or your program chair or faculty advisor, and they can always help course select and plan for future semesters. So don't stress already about registering. Y'all will get the classes that you need.
Okay, thank you.
What if you're taking courses right now? Because my semester is not going to finish till December. Do you think those classes will be done in time?
Yeah, so if you have submitted a transcript that has an in progress grade, that should suffice as a prerequisite. So even though you don't have a final grade, you should still be able to enroll in a class that needs that as a prerequisite. And then as soon as you receive your final grades for that class this semester, so probably sometime in December, right, you'll just submit a final transcript, and then we'll just update your transfer credit with that final grade.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions?
Yeah, quick question. So you said I'm kind of in the same spot. I'm still taking classes at VC, and I'm going to be done in December. So I submitted a final transcript before. So would I just submit another one? Because I submitted my first transcripts for the, I don't remember exactly what it was called, but like that first initial when I had to turn in my transcripts, I put in an
Yeah,
official one.
yeah, that is true. Yes. So yeah, you'll just submit another one when you receive the final grades. Yeah, just make sure that you have a final grade, and then you'll just submit it and we'll update it for you. And you'll receive the email notification too when we update your transfer credit.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Any questions about the presentation itself?
Are you guys able to answer questions about like the immunization records? Like today was the deadline and there were some things I didn't submit. Like, should I be too worried about that?
Ooh, good question. Yeah, we don't exactly handle that, but we can put in the contact information. One of us can.
Sorry, I have an answer to that. I called
Ooh,
student services today, and they said that as long as your records are in before classes start, you should be fine.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, I was worried about that. I didn't realize the deadline was today.
Yeah, today was the priority deadline. They said that it's fine as long as your records are in before classes start.
So not before orientation then?
Yeah.
Because I had that same question.
So like mid-January.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Laura. And I see Alfredo has a question. What time will be for orientation to register for classes? Typically, it's at the end of orientation is when you start enrolling in classes. You should, I believe, at the beginning of December, you should see when your enrollment appointment, like what date it is. So you will see that on your CI records page, and I'll also show you the time of when you can start enrolling in classes.
I had one question, if you can hear me?
Yes.
I had a question regarding orientation. Do you know if there's a specific place on campus for meeting? I didn't see it. And will that go out in an email before orientation?
Yeah, you should receive communication from orientation. I believe the, what is it called? The schedule of the day should be on the orientation site.
Okay.
But yeah, specific with orientation, you'd probably want to go to their website or email them.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
A question before it ends.
Yeah.
So to know like what classes to take or to schedule an appointment with an advisor, is that something that is offered the day of orientation?
Yes, you'll get more information. I would say right now, just review your CAR and see, you can see the requirements you have met and have not met. But yeah, you'll receive more information about what classes you should enroll in, and you can always make an appointment with an advisor after orientation.
Do you have to wait until?
Wait till orientation to meet with an advisor? Or
Yeah,
to
so
look at
can we-
classes?
Or can you ask her if you can meet now, or do you have to wait until after orientation?
To meet with an advisor, do you wait until orientation, or can you make an appointment now, like before?
You'll wait till orientation. Yes, and
Okay,
also
sounds
to, yeah, and you'll receive communication to, like, you want to look at your car and see if your transfer credit has been completely evaluated. That way you have a better idea of like what is missing and what you need to take. But yeah, you'll receive more help and assistance during orientation.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem.